starts to find some areas that he can attack on defense as he hits me over the middle for a big play to start the drive before I go back underneath on the next play, as I don't always hard flat. I do in the next play, and this time nothing is open as he has to throw it away. On the next play, the pressure flushes Allen again, but Allen takes off and almost gets the first down. He runs the inside zone for the first time on the next play, and now that he is close to the red zone, I decide to set up my audible plays. I suspect he is going to start running the ball more, so I make sure to have my best run defense in my cover 4 quarters in my audibles. I also want to throw a different defense at him with the same look so that I don't get too predictable. So I like to have cover 1 man as it looks the same pre-snap, but will cover the receivers a lot tighter. The only difference is I really can't do a blitz from either two of these looks. On the next play, he does run it again, so now I'm going to switch over to cover 4 match to stop that. Cover 4 is also a much better defense for red zone situations like this, as the matching coverage works really well in tight spaces. To set this defense up, you really just do all the same things as the main defense, only this time you want to make sure that these safeties are closer to the line of scrimmage since they act like extra linebackers against the run. So I can either walk them down manually or base the line, show blitz, and then base the line again. I also like the hard flat here since I am close to the goal line, and on the next play, nothing is open as he tries to force it into coverage. Gotcha, bitch! I get the ball back with plenty of time, and I decide to try a brand new offense that I'm hoping to bring you guys in an upcoming video out of the gun tight doubles. Hit the like button, let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see more. I get the first down, a simple drag before he starts to slow me down enough that he starts calling his timeouts, thinking he will get the ball back soon. On third down, I go back to my original offense to get a wide open receiver for the first down and get into field goal range.
Some hard
I don't
L's.
get much more than that though, as I have to settle for a field goal attempt, only for the kicker's accuracy to continue to be an issue. Maybe I didn't hit it right, but my accuracy was dead on. Perfect. My opponent only has 16 seconds left, but for some reason on the next play, a simple motion blitzes out my cover corners, allowing him to get his biggest play of the game so far. What the hell is that? And now I need to make a play. On the next play, the coverage is there before he tries to roll out once again. The threat and a half. The second half doesn't start out well, though, as we get instant pressure, but Josh Allen is a playmaker as he throws a complete dot while running backwards, pressure in his face. On the next play, he connects with Diggs over the middle again, and now he is in business. I switch over to cover 1 man for tighter coverage, and he decides to take off before we get a diving tackle for the stop. Your ass down. On the next play, the pressure forces him out again as he throws it away.
All right, let's try it on out, baby.
So I switch to man cover 1 once again. Nope. And we get the stop to force a short field goal attempt. So I switch offenses once again to go back to the gun tight doubles to call the shot fade cross, which is a play that I just put out in my most recent glitch routes video, as this route gets open against about any defense. I'll once again have a link in the description at the end of the video if you guys want to see more from that. Is that we use several plays and routes in that video in this gameplay alone, including the next one that I probably threw too early as I throw an interception. Oops! My opponent goes back to running the ball, so on the next play I switch to the cover 4 and we get the stop easily, as this is a much better run defense. He spreads me out again on the next play, and I should probably
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys
the flats, but I saved the first down by a few inches. And on the next play, I switched to cover 1 man and shut down all of his options as he has to throw it away to force a critical 4 inches that could decide the game. I used the cover 1 man defense one more time, and it has covered much tighter. How about you? But we are going to overtime. I don't win the coin toss, but I finally see that the win says 0. So the win was never the issue, as I try to kick to the fullback one more time, hit it perfectly, but somehow the ball goes flying out of bounds. And now my opponent is starting the ball at the 40-yard line in sudden death.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Prescott now. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Throwing, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Taken down at the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. To give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
So you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, don't I ever.
So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just backs over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man, coach was so committed to deny the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey on the wing, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it?
And Prescott, his third interception.
Good shit.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Damone Clark. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jackson on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even though it's under pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they take the lead here now at 11-8. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown is scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Prochet. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. They juked him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he saw him throwing the football and open up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, He's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
4th down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens
doing shit. I'm gonna get beat up all day.
They say that some people are asymptomatic. You hear about this? Asymptomatic means they don't feel shit. They know full of corona though. They just in the club. Everybody else in the club dead. So sick of goddamn corona. I wish we knew what corona was like for real. Like what if people who had corona was blue? At least you could see it. Right? You be in the club like, oh shit, hey man, you and your girl blue as fuck, bro. Go ahead, bro. Corona messed up everything. You can't even eat pussy no more. No, you gotta eat the pussy you know. You can't be eating no new pussy. Not till 2035. God forbid you eat some pussy tonight. I just want to do it. Yo. But don't do no random shit. Look. Turn on the lights like, your pussy blue. Corona made me realize you can't break up neither. You can't break up. You and her, y'all can't go nowhere. You can't leave her, she can't leave you. Don't nobody else want y'all. Because you got too many questions. Was you ever blue? Was he blue? Oh my God, what's wrong? Can't get a divorce right now? By the time you get up there, you're like, man, you out. I ain't even mad no more. Boo, let go. And now they want everybody to take the vaccine. You see? They want everybody to take it. Who you take the vaccine? Take the vaccine. Oh, you know they want black people to take it. Like, we give you 18 pieces of chicken. Damn, 18 pieces? Shit, it can't be that, man. kid wanted to take the vaccine.